musulmai bane ku gaya mana mun yi fada da kafiran da za mu yi da na yanzu. Don haka duk wani bawa a kasar nan daga yau ya kirga na bashi kwana 30. Idan an shi gaba da zuwa gari a kama mu a kashe, ku kuma ba ku fito kuka saya kuka fada da wanda wannan yake yi ba, to mu kuma za mu zalayi. Duk inda muka sami bororo za mu kashe shi. Ba za mu tambayi sunansa ba, ba za mu tambayi abin da ya kawo shi ba, ba za mu tambayi inda yake ba. In za mu kare, amma gaskiya dole fita. Bara yadda za a yi wani shege ya zauna daji ya ɗauki matanmu ya zo ya zina da shi, to ku kuma mutanen gari sun kani iware duka ku ji. An sami hakimi guda mahango guda yana hada baki da barayi. Kuna ganin wayan sanda suka bashi beli, sannan ya koma garin ku kuna hauka ne? To diga yau ku ji, duk wanda aka kama shi a gari yana hada baki da yan fashi, to za mu kashe uwansa, za mu kashe ubansa, za mu kashe kaninsa, za mu kashe wansa. Kuma yan sanda ku ji, mun yadda ku yan sandan Najeriya ne, za mu ku darajar ku, amma da muka gani dan sanda ya kama kidnapper ya sake shi, mu kuma za mu a non-gunmen na yiwo. Ba yadda za a yi mu zauna ba za mu yi bacci a gidajenmu ba, talashin da muke ciki ya ishe mu, ba za mu bari wani kuma ya kara ba, don haka zan kara.
Hello, good day, my viewers. If you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell. The Biafra evangelist.
That is me. After the Benjamin Johnson is Nachi, the only Biafran evangelist that speaks nothing but the truth.
After the Director General of DSS made that position, that people should defend themselves, we have seen different twists. We have seen the Benjamin community asking and demanding for ESN to come to their aid. And apart from that, we have seen a Taraba monarch giving Fulani quick notice, 30 days ultimatum to vacate their communities. And we are seeing the governor of Plateau State talking about genocidal Fulani invasion in Boko and Bassa local government areas of the state. This is a very serious issue and very event.
Now listen and listen good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. Evangelist is here again. I'm here to air my point. You know, there is a saying that truth is bitter, but I am here to correct that no. The truth is not bitter, but we are the one that is not happy with the truth. When Hausa NNAMDI KANU foresee or he foresaw what shall befall Nigeria and what shall befall Nigerians and what shall befall many people in the country zoo territory of terrorism kingdom, and they say Hausa NNAMDI KANU is speaking out of sense.
So let us look at this quick notice given to Fulani by a Taraba monarch.
Excuse me, don't cut me off, Mr. Anchor, Mr. Matthew. I am going somewhere because I like to speak from the angle, the foundation of which something started, which many Nigerians did not concur, and now they are concurring because they are witnessing their sin. You know, it is not too good to wait and witness or see before you believe. It is better you believe before you see. And let me tell you, don't allow somebody use what happened to somebody to learn. Don't wait for something to happen to you before you learn. Now, the monarch in Taraba State has given an ultimatum of the 30 good days. He gave it to the Fulanis that they should do what? Find their way out of Taraba State, or else he said, I quote unquote, he said that he's going to match them one-on-one. If they refuse to do what? To pack their bags and their baggages and disappear and vamoose. What I mean, vamoose. If they refuse to vamoose, he will match them one-on-one. That is what he said.
You look at the statement that came from the Director General of DSS is already yielding fruit, talking about people should defend themselves.
Of course. And not even if you say the statement come from the DG, that means you are downgrading the prophets of God. and the greater prophet of our time, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he was the only person and the first person that saw this thing and he said it. And that was what made Nigeria to rise against him, of which up to today is in DSS custody. Are you hearing me? So let me tell you, as I speak to you now, joy is there that the redempted stone has become the chief cornerstone. The ESN, Eastern Security Network, the people not recognized by Nigerian government, not recognized by the Nigerian uniform men, are being recognized by the Nigerian people.
But let me bring this angle, because even in the past, we have seen an Akere who challenged federal government under Muhammadu Buhari that if civilian JTF could be allowed to bear arms, why can you not allow amateur to bear arms? Talking about security arrangement, private security arrangement as a panacea for this problem.
Yes, because there are co-heads, and the headsmen I know doesn't handle gun because you can't use one gun to control cows. You use stick to control cow. How come you begin to handle gun? Are you going to shoot cow and the cow will keep living and moving? It's not possible. Of course, it's not possible. So definitely, they have another agenda that makes them to employ or deploy gun in their system with a motive that only them, and that is what I'm exposing, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu earlier exposed, because they have already said it. Is it not Sanusi? Is it Sanusi or whatsoever? One of the northern prominent personnel said, with if not for Igbos, that they would have conquered this country.
Now let me bring this angle.
And there is something I want to say, my brother. This ECN of a thing are the people. Do you know why people are calling for ECN in Nigeria? Every like a Benue now, they are clapping and crying and calling on ECN. Do you know why? I will give you reason. Military-wise, they have been failed. Police-wise, they are failed. Every failed them. Rather, it's worsening for them. And the only hope, which I believe is their last hope now, they don't have choice again, is to bring the men that they have tested and they are the people to be trusted now. And those men are the ESN. These are the people that have what it takes, the ability, the capability, the strength, and let me tell you, both to the spiritual and the physical angle of it. These are the people that have matched the Fulanis one-on-one. And they do not just match Fulanis, but they conquer Fulanis. And these are the only people that Fulani is only afraid of. Fulani is not afraid of a Nigerian police. They are not afraid of Nigerian military. They are not afraid of Nigerian State Security Service, SSS. They are not afraid of the DSS. They are not afraid of anything called Nigerian uniform. But the only people that they are afraid of is ESN. And that is why they said, please send out the ESN so that there will be safety.
Yes, if you are just joining me this morning, breaking news, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS. Please give me few minutes of your time and I will show you what is happening. Jubilations everywhere right now in Southeast. We keep saying it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no any case to answer against Nigeria government, and that's why they delay him over 10 years right now. As you all know that Nigeria government have apologized to him for keeping him in detections over 10 years now. Wicked government of Buhari kidnapped him from Kenya. Aside, I'll be coming there, but let's quickly talk about what the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, is doing. The security men he has raised, this is the problem of Southeast. Over here in Southwest, they have a Amoteku they use against these Fulani herdsmen, approved by every House of Assembly state in Southwest here. But the case of Southeast is quite different because in Boy State we hear that they have the Bubeago, other Imo State they have their own, in Anambra too they have their own. But the point here why we are talking this morning is that the one in Anambra of Chasoludo, the way they are treating the youth of Anambra right now is what we want to talk about. Don't forget that many Biafrans, supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Igbo worldwide, are only known, the only securities in Southeast, which is the ESM, created that the prophet himself, the one and only, the man who stood and fought against all odds, despite he get he got everything to enjoy his life in UK, but he felt that because of the suffering of his people, he abandoned those things and he came to come and fight for his people. The only security outfit that the Southeast, the Igbos all over the world recognize are the ESM. And ESM, as we heard now, they are doing the needful in Abia State, trying to put where this Fulani herdsmen belongs. And that's why so far so good in the southeast region. Abia State is one of the peaceful states now when you talk about where these herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen are doing their wickedness, are buying people, raping people, kidnapping people, is more reduced in the Abia State compared to other states. You can hear the other state of Enugu, where many Igbos feel that Enugu governor is being imposed for them from Fulani in order to take their orders. Don't forget that during the 2023 election, obedient movement through Peter Obi move, that Labour Party won that state. But being that the power that be, the way Nigeria operate, and they maneuver it for by the current governor of Enugu State. That's why I keep saying it that if you are waiting for a credible election in Nigeria, you are waiting yourself. This one, Peter Obi is running up and down doing this. He knows that it's not possible, that these people cannot trust him. They cannot give him power. Why can't he channel this energy and channel it the same way the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing? Because everybody knows that Nigeria has expired, that Nigeria needs to go. Even the North, who are clamoring, oh, one Nigeria before, let's get one Nigeria. The same North now, they are also calling that Nigeria should be divided. Nigeria overdue. This marriage cannot work because they are building on faulty foundation. Yes, before I deviate for what I am talking about what Charles Oludo is doing in Anambra State. Need to cut to others. As I speak to you today, in Southeast now, the youth of the Southeast in Anambra State, they are afraid to stay in their land. They are running out of their land in masses. Go to Imo State, the same thing is happening in Imo State. What is happening? What is happening? Haven't you seen that since Samuel Ekpan and this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been deprived, orchestrated, whether coincidentally or not, has been pushed aside? These Fulani men now have the audacity to enter into Biafra soil, do whatever they like, whether in collaboration with the indigenous, I don't know. The Southeast people, the Igbo people need to know that. I've told you people before that I'm not an Igbo man. I am from Middle Belt and I'm proud from where I am. I'm from the Kogi man. And we don't fear anybody. The only person we fear is God. Now, let's leave Charles Soludo to himself and let's go back to the main man, which the world is expecting to come out. The person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Odogu of Igbo land, the one that speak, everybody go on hiding. Yes, that is why the governor of the Southeast, all the politicians, they are doing every possible means to frustrate him not to come out. Don't forget that the greatest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told us last week. He said he's coming out in the month of April. That the Southeast leaders, the politicians in South leader, they don't want him to come out. They don't want him to come out. They are trying to frustrate every effort to make sure say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know that the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, you see all these things Charles Oludo is ranting, is doing in Anambra State, Hope Uzodinma is doing whatever they like, the rest of Enugu, all of them they will sit up because the citizens, the Igbos, are no longer respecting them. All they want to hear is a statement from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, of course, good news to Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finally been moved out of DSS custody right now, because this young man, since Buhari went to kidnap him from Kenya over 5 years ago, bring him to Nigeria unlawfully, they have kept him under DSS custody, which he has come out severally. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they are depriving him for him to get access to a good doctor that will take care of him. He says so. The video is there. It's on the public domain to watch. Go and watch it. Of course, some of you that say, oh, you are ranting. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS study. If you don't know what you are saying, you don't have information. If you don't have access to information, keep quiet. Don't come, somebody has put effort to go and gather information, come to bring it for the public. You are here ranting, it's a fake news, You that does not have fake news, that have original, where is your news? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS custody. And that's why you see yesterday in court, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu charged federal government 50 billion Yes, of course. If you don't hear it, let me say it again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu charge federal government sue federal Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sue federal government 50 billion for unlawful kidnapping him from Kenya and extradite him to Nigeria. 50 billion. Of course, yesterday the case was struck out. Why was the case was struck out? Because there are now agreement now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since he has been moved out of DSS, now they are preparing him to come out fully to go to Biafra right now. Now you could see yesterday case in court. The counsel to federal government was nowhere to be found. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu counsel was nowhere to be found. So they are settling out of court right now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. It's coming out. It's 80% out right now because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS custody. Now they are putting out the federal government. Now they are trying to put on plans, things to put in order so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finally enter the southeast, there will not be chaos, maybe because of the crowd and all that. And the problem now that they are trying to iron out now is the governors, the leaders of southeast now. They are the one. Oh, we need to sign agreement before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come to southeast. You need to do this. You need to, because they know that the moment the lion himself, the moment the Odogu, the moment the man of the moment enter southeast, they will know that the story have changed because the love the people have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. No leader in the southeast, I repeat, no leader in the southeast that commands such kind of respect in southeast. Yes, of course, he deserves. He has paid the price. A man who left UK with enjoyment. He is not poor. He's not born poor, but he abandoned all this thing and came down to fight for the masses. He is not just in exile and the shouting for Biafra. He came down and fight despite Buhari government and all that. And today you can see that whatever accolade, whatever everything the people are giving to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he deserves it. The video he has done several years ago by warning Nigerians about this miscreant, about these Fulani headers who have came from far and near countries to come and invade Nigeria, to come and collect people's ancestral land. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, the only voice that was shouting in the wilderness, oh, you people should not sell your land to Fulani, you people should don't do this if you Fulani. Remember what their history is all about, and people did not listen to him. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message has now been a global message whereby the Arewas are appreciating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for opening their eye to see the plan of Fulanis. Yes, it is the effort of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that tell the Fulanis that the Fulanis have conquered the Hausas. Yes, that's why sometimes the truth might be bitter, but say the truth because a time will come where people will, oh, this man has been saying this word, and that is the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out today is not only the Igbos that are rejoicing, the Middle Belt are rejoicing, the Yorubas are rejoicing, the Igbos, the Nigerians, the Arewas, they are rejoicing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out because once again, Nigerians have another man who stood for upright justice, equity, and fairness, and that is the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, the man is coming, and the peace which the Southeast is eager for, the peace has finally come. And yes, and nobody can stop the peace. Nobody, I repeat, nobody. See, these governors of Southeast now, they need to stand up and be doing the needful, else it will be over for them. The area of whereby they will be imposing, people will start from the north and be imposing who will be a governor of Southeast is over. How will you tell me? How did the Igbos tell their children that a man who is fourth is now number one, who rule Imo State? Under him, the people life that have been living miserable, who have missed their life under him, there's no any governor that have getting that kind of record under Hope Uzodinma. a fourth person, and that's why till today we are still questioning the judgment of Supreme Court of declaring Hope Uzodinma the fourth person as number one. That is what APC can do. That's why people say what APC government cannot do does not exist. They can actually do anything. You can see what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in the case of Rivers State, whereby he removed the sitting governor, elected governor, he removed the deputy, he removed the House of Assembly member, and unconstitutionally he appointed sole administrator to take over the affair of Rivers State. Many people have interpreted it. Many lawyers, many big prominent names have said what he did is not lawful, that no constitution is guiding him. And why many people have taken on the street and say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is only finding a way to embezzle the money of Rivers State for 2027 elections. Yes, because there is no way you will tell me, you say there is crisis in Rivers State. Nobody was declared missing in Rivers State. Nobody died. Unlike what we are hearing in Edo State, we are hearing in Plateau, we are hearing in Benue, where dozens of people, 60 people, more than 60 people are being killed on daily basis. In the state where he come from, in Osun State, people are dying. Political crises are there, but he never went there to go and declare state of emergency for Osun State, for Ebonyi State, for Osun State, for Benue, for Plateau. But because he has an agenda, he have witness in Wike, the emperor of our time. He went ahead and declared state of emergency. That's why I say anything APC government cannot do does not exist. Today, the country of Nigeria economy is in shambles, it's in chaos. It's as a result of what this APC government since 2015 brought to Nigeria. Yes, that's why anybody wey go talk say why are you people only criticizing Bola Ahmed Tinubu, una head no correct.